Welcome back, everybody. It's TSGLIVE. Make sure you follow or subscribe depending on what you're watching this on. Let's get into this game and these props. We have the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Golden State Warriors, game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals. Not to be too straightforward on this, but I do think that the Minnesota Timberwolves is going to take advantage of wrapping up their series a little bit sooner than the Warriors. I think they're going to put belt to ass. I think they're gonna put BTA on the Warriors, and I think they're gonna wrap that game up. I think they probably win by more than 10 points. I know that might sound like a lot, but I just feel as though the extra rest and the youthfulness of the Warriors is gonna work against. Of the Timberwolves is going to work against the Warriors having to go 7-game series and just being older and that fatigue. And it was also a very physical series with the Rockets. That weighs on you. They don't have really no time to rest, and they're going right back into another physical series going up against Ant-Man. I just don't see them. I just don't see that working out for the Golden State Warriors. I expect Naj Reid to have a very big game. He did not have a good game at all, closing out against the Lakers. I think he only maybe had 4 points, something like that. He was 1 for 4 from the field. I do expect for him to have probably at least 10 points, if not 15. I don't expect Rudy Gobert to have 24 rebounds again, but at the same time, shout out to Rudy Gobert because that is a really, really big feat. Shout out to him. That 2020 game is amazing, but I do think that, they will continue to make sure they incorporate Rudy because of their success. Why not? If it's not broke, don't fix it. But I just think that was a game of, specific circumstances, let's say it like that. Like, Ant-Man is not going to go, I believe, 0 for 11 from 3. That's just not going to happen again. So I do expect I think Anthony Edwards is going to be prepared. I think Ant-Man is good for 3 threes. I think Naj Reid is good for 15 points. His line might be around 11.5, 12.5. I would take his line. I like Ant-Man for 6 assists as well. He actually had 8 assists versus that Lakers game. I do think that Draymond and Jimmy Butler will anchor down defensively. So I think taking them for 6 rebounds, either one of them is never a wrong thing to do. I think Stephen Curry knows that he has to rise to the occasion, and he's a vet. He's Steph Curry's greatest shooter of all time. So I do think he does come in and make sure that he establishes himself offensively like he knows he's going to have to do. He can't start off going into that Timberwolves series the same way that he started off the first half of Game 7, which was in single digits, only hitting 1 3-pointer. So I think Steph comes out, he tries to find a rhythm early. So I like Steph for maybe 3 to 4, probably 4 3-pointers. Just coming out, maybe getting 2 of them early right off the back as soon as the game starts. Maybe even getting 4 in the first quarter, either or. But I'd like Steph for 20 points. 20 points and 4 3-pointers. I like Anthony Edwards for maybe 3 3-pointers. I like Naj Reid for maybe around 12.5, 11.5 points. And I like Anthony Edwards for around 6 assists as well. And I just, we're going to see how this goes. But I do expect the Timberwolves to win by more than 10 points as well. I believe right here it says that the line is right now 7.5. They're giving Golden State 7.5 points, so it's minus 7.5 Minnesota, and I think they're going to cover that spread. I think they're going to beat the Golden State Warriors by double digits. Over under total is 208.5. Hard to say. I have to look further into it. I would say, if anything, make sure you follow me on Twitter or you follow me on Instagram to see if I put anything on my story or just late tweets before the game. If I change my opinion or do have a play, make sure you check that out there. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good series. I think Anthony Edwards going up against Stephen Curry, going up against LeBron James is great for not only him, but great for the NBA. And I think it's great for the vets as well. I think it's good for the OGs. I think they get to play a young gun that's hungry, and they get to see what's really going on. So, or just see what's the next coming. It's a challenge for them. It's not the same. They'll remember this playoff run going up against Anthony Edwards in 2025 and things like that. So, again, those are my picks. Those are my props. Again, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe if you are watching this on YouTube. And please make sure you hit that follow button if you are watching this on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter or somewhere else. I am TSGLIVE. Again, this is for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Game 1 against the Golden State Warriors. We out there, get that money.